Hey there, welcome back to 7 Minute Books. I'm Sam, and today we're talking about Elizabeth Segal's book, Social Empathy. Sophie, I have to ask, when you hear the word empathy, what comes to mind?
Honestly, I think most of us picture that gut feeling when someone's in pain, like wincing when a friend stubs their toe. But Segal says that's just the start, and if we stop there, we're actually missing something huge.
Yeah, she breaks it into 3 layers. First is that instinctive mirroring. She calls it affective empathy. Babies cry when other babies cry, that kind of thing.
Right.
Then there's cognitive empathy, which is more intellectual. It's understanding someone else's perspective without being overwhelmed by their feelings. Therapists use this all the time.
So far, so good. But where Segal really goes is that 3rd layer, social empathy. And that's where she says we need to understand the systems and structures shaping people's lives.
Exactly. Without social empathy, we might feel bad for someone but still blame them individually. Like with poverty, we donate to a food bank, but never ask why there aren't living wage jobs.
That's such a powerful point. She uses the Flint water crisis as an example. You can feel awful for the families, but social empathy makes you ask why it happened. And the answer is decades of racial segregation and disinvestment.
Right.
And that leads to what she calls macro perspective taking. It's seeing the big picture rather than just one tragic story.
I love that phrase. It's like zooming out from the individual to the system. She says our empathy crisis is partly because we're so segregated by income, race, even the media we consume.
Yeah, we live in echo chambers. We rarely encounter people truly different from us, so we rely on stereotypes. And that makes real empathy almost impossible.
One thing that struck me was her distinction between empathy and sympathy. Sympathy is feeling for someone from a distance, which can actually create hierarchy. Empathy is feeling with someone, it's about connection.
Yes, and she argues we need to move from a culture of sympathy to a culture of empathy. That shift changes how we approach social change, from charity to solidarity.
Okay, but here's the hard part. She says developing social empathy means confronting our own privilege. That can be uncomfortable, and I think a lot of people resist it.
Absolutely.
But she's practical about it.
She recommends something called contextual understanding, actively learning about history and structures that shape other people's lives. Reading books, watching docs, having honest conversations.
And she says empathy is a skill you can build, like a muscle. It's not fixed, but you have to practice intentionally.
Right.
And there's a really hopeful part. Empathy is contagious. When you practice it, you create conditions for others to do the same. She points to the Truth and Reconciliation Commission in South Africa as an example.
That's beautiful. She also talks about empathy fatigue, which is real for helpers. But she says social empathy can actually protect you from burnout because you see problems as systemic, not your personal burden to fix.
That's such a relief, honestly. It's not about being a superhero. It's about joining a movement.
So for me, the big takeaway is this: real empathy isn't just feeling for someone. It's understanding the world they live in and then acting on that understanding.
And if you want to go deeper, the whole library is over on 7minutebooks.com/app with over 6,000 fiction and nonfiction titles you can read or listen to in any language. It starts at $2.99 a month, $9.99 a year, or $19.99 once for lifetime access.
Well said. Sophie, what's your final thought?
Segal's message is that we have the tools to bridge our divides if we're willing to do the work. And that starts with seeing each other fully, not just as individuals, but as part of a bigger story. We'll see you in the next one.